Pause deadlifts are one of our favourite exercises that we do as MSC Performance. It's a great exercise to improve your overall deadlift positioning and also works really well as a secondary deadlift day where you want to get a little bit of extra skill in but still lift relatively heavy. Today we're going to show you 3 variations of the pause deadlift height that you can do depending on what your weakness is and what you want to address with the deadlift. The first one we're going to talk about is patience and initial positioning off the floor. If you struggle with that, this is probably the variation of pause height that you want to do. We want to pause as low to the floor as we can. What we can then really focus on is keeping the arms nice and long and keeping the slack pull as a key emphasis. From there, we're going to initiate the lift off the floor as low to the ground as we can, pause for 2 counts, and then drive through nice and forcefully. So it's going to look something like this. You're trying to get your setup consistent, pull the slack, and then we're going to lift as slow off the floor as we can, and then drive through nice and powerfully, like so. Like I said, this really teaches us to be patient off the floor, to get that slack pull and maintain that shape as we initiate the drive. The second pause height we're going to talk about is if you've got a fairly balanced deadlift and there's nothing massively outstanding that you need to address. We're just looking to get extra quality working from the floor, really focusing on holding the shape and keeping good tension throughout the lift. It's going to be a pause deadlift around that mid-shin position. It's going to look something like this. This is going to put a bit more emphasis in the quads to initiate the floor. Getting that nice solid pause, make sure you're maintaining your back position, and then we drive through nice and forcefully, like so. We still get the benefits of patience off the floor because we do have to pull in a controlled manner to hit the pause, but it just makes it a little bit more balanced and, like I said, helps us use our quads to initially pop it off that floor a little bit more forcefully. The last one, if you're struggling with your back position or if you're struggling with the timing of your lockout, we're going to pause even higher, just below that knee, like so. So same idea, positioning nice and solid, drive off the floor, you're going to hold it just below the knee and then drive through nice and powerfully. Now we can really focus on the timing of driving those hips through forcefully rather than extending back or ramping through, which is the mistake some people make. A common mistake in the deadlift we see is as people hit that pause, they drive behind the bar and then ramp through. We really want to try and avoid that. If that's creeping in on your deadlift, the pause below the knee can be a great variation for that. So if you have paused deadlifts in your program, think about individualizing it based off what you need to work on. And as always, any questions, let us know. Cheers.